The Milwaukee Brewers have never won a World Series ever. They have had a horrible recent history in the postseason, and it all starts in 2018. All is well in Milwaukee. Recently acquired Christian Yelich will win the MVP. The Brewers finished with a 96-67 record, winning the division and making the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. They easily stomp over the Rockies in the NLCS. Now they have to face the big bad Dodgers, and it wasn't pretty. The Brewers won Game 1 at home. It wasn't easy, and the Dodgers almost came back, but still, there it is, a 1-0 lead. Then they lost their next game, 4-3. They had a 3-0 lead going into the 7th inning, and they blew it, surrendering 2 runs in the 7th and 2 in the 8th. You could point to this as a sign of bad things to come, but they won the next game 4-0. Seems okay. Game 4 of the NLCS was tragic, as the Brewers gave up a walk-off hit to Cody Bellinger in the 13th inning. The Brewers went on to lose the series in 7 games, meaning one of those games stood in between them and a World Series. Now 2019 rolls around. The Brewers have an 89-73 record, making the wild card against the Nationals. Despite this being a home game for the Nationals, the Brewers are favorites here. The Nationals were at one point 10 games under 500 and had not many aspirations of making the postseason, but found themselves there anyway. The Brewers now had a 3-1 lead, and it is the 8th inning. The bases are loaded for Juan Soto versus Josh Hader. Legend versus legend. One of the best closing pitchers in the league versus one of the best young hitters in the league. You'll soon see that these legendary matchups don't end well for the Brewers, and they have never had a great history with legendary players. Juan Soto then puts his name in the Brewers' heartbreaker book.
Base hit to right. That'll score 2 as the ball gets away from Richmond right. That's going to score 3 runs, and the Washington Nationals have the lead. And that's Soto going out. They tag him out, but nobody in this joint cares. 3 runs.
Swinging a fly ball center field. Robles going back. Still back there. He makes the catch.
A similar but less heartbreaking disappointment occurred in 2020, wild card failure. In 2021, the Brewers yet again won their division and were set up to face the Braves. Remember when I said legendary matchups don't end well for the Brewers? Well, in Game 4 of the 2021 NLCS, we have another one. Freddie Freeman, one of the most legendary players in modern baseball history, for a number of reasons, versus Josh Hader, who I previously talked about. So, it was a legendary matchup, and guess what happened? Well,
It's a fly ball to center field. Lorenzo Cain going back at the wall. Freddie Freeman's left the yard to put the Braves on top in the bottom of the 8th with a solo shot to left center. They lead it 5-4 in Game 4 of the NLDS. Freddie Freeman and the Atlanta Braves are heading to the National League Championship.
2022. Well, not much happened there. This was one of the only times in this stretch that they did not make the playoffs. 2023! The Brewers win the division again, are going to the postseason, and then, oh, what happened? The Brewers blew leads in both games. Now we are in 2024. Yet again, the Brewers have won their division and are in the wild card. They immediately blow Game 1 to the Mets. They had a lead, but not for long. The Brewers are definitely favorites here. They're 5-1 against the Mets this season, and this series was supposed to be cake. They show it by winning Game 2. And look at that, they're winning Game 3. On the back of 2 home runs by the Brewers in the 7th inning. Now the Brewers are in the 9th inning. with Devin Williams pitching. He is basically a substitute for Hayden, but just as good. He's a stud closer and took over the role when Hayden moved to the Padres in 2022. Devin is facing Pete Alonso. This is probably Pete Alonso's last season with the Mets, or it may be as he is going into free agency. Pete has been one of the more prominent Mets hitters in their history. Here we go again. Legend versus legend. And again, it does not really work out.
Drill, right field, Freeling back, at the wall, out of here! It's out of here! Alonso, an opposite field home run, and the Mets have the lead!
The Brewers have had a sad, painful history of playoff baseball. Every season ends in heartache. They're consistently a good team, but never in the playoffs. What are we to do? I don't know.